Welcome back to another video. We are in the Open Great League, and today we're going to be featuring a team consisting of Deoxys, Umbreon, and Greninja. Another way to think about it, you can say Psychic, Double Dark in the back. And it looks like we are going to chip and dip here. Unfortunately, we are met with the Azumarill. This is one of the hardest things to come back from because not only is the Azumarill super effective usually against the Umbreon, but it's also pretty tanky enough for the Deoxys. So we have a decision to make. Are we going to invest 2 shields or just let this go? But because this team is kind of ABB, I believe we're going to invest a shield here, and let's see if we invest another shield. We have to keep going for these last resorts. They are chunking away at it, but it is not gonna KO on this one, so they still don't have to shield. Looks like they're going to be able to get to another move right here, and we decide to just double shield. So we double shield, trying to farm down. They know that we're trying to do that, so they go immediately to the Gligar. They go for the dig to take us out completely, and we just realized that we are using the wrong Greninja. However, our opponent ends up shielding anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Our opponent ends up taking us out, no problem, and we're going to try to farm this down. Looks like they're going to get to another move. Shadow Gligar and the Azumarill, huge problems. And then, of course, they are revealing that they have Sableye in the back. So either way, I don't think it would have mattered if we had used a correct Greninja. So here we're going to come in with the correct Greninja. So excuse that. Either way, like I said, I don't think it would have mattered in that last match. Azumarill's, it's just really tough. So let's see if we can wiggle out of our next situation. Here we have the Lickitung. We're going to switch into the Umbreon because we basically have 2 counters to this Lickitung, kind of. And then they actually come back in with the Azumarill. So once again, we are in the same situation where we got this Azumarill probably running the Pele Rough. We let the first one go just to test the waters. It is the Pele Rough. Luckily, we are able to survive it, so that's pretty standard right there. We go for this last resort. We want to try to throw these last resorts on non-CMP. So, okay, we get that. And then this time we decide to just immediately switch out. We're going to catch a Play Rough. So, here we're going to pressure them with some fast move counters. They go for the Body Slam, and now we're just going to go for this Thunder. Thunder just to do some good chip damage, plus it allows us to do more counter damage if they allow us to. Okay, so they go for another Body Slam. We're doing extra counters here, so not bad considering all things. We'll take it. We have to come back in with the Umbreon because it has a bunch of energy. We're going to go in with this Foul Play, and then we're going to tank this Body Slam. Nope, we're actually going to shield because we want to keep this fairly healthy. Okay. And then it looks like our opponent ends up catching a Foul Play. This Foul Play took about 12%, maybe 15%, something like that. Oh, wow, this Azumarill was MVP for them. They were able to get to another Play Rough right there, so that was really unfortunate for us. So, we are met with the Gligar again. We do have a Greninja that has the Nice Slash and Hydro. We do get the boost, so this is actually pretty winnable. Can we get both shields? We do get both shields. We get the last Nice Slash off, and all of a sudden we have a chance. We immediately go for this Hydro Cannon here to immediately take out this Gligar. We don't want to mess around anymore, and we're just going to. Are we going to be able to survive this? No. GG's to our opponent right there. Wow. You know, considering all things, considering we saw an Azumarill and Gligar in the back, we actually had a little bit of a chance right there. All right, we are met with the Pelipper. This Pelipper has to fear our Thunderbolt here, so they're going to immediately switch out, and looks like they were trying to catch a Thunderbolt. So we're actually going to throw a Psycho Boost here, and then we're going to do some extra damage, and we're going to try to catch a player Payback. Is this going to be a Payback? Boom! We do catch the Payback, so that is huge. They wasted a ton of energy, and plus, we were able to preserve that Deoxys quite well. So because they already used a bunch of energy. We are able to get to this foul play. We can tank this body slam no problem. So we're going to allow that to go through. And then we're going to throw this foul play. Okay, they actually switch out into the Pelipper. They tank it. And now that we know that they're going to use some energy, we know that they're not at the Hurricane anymore. So we can come back in with the Deoxys. This Deoxys is going to... Okay, it looks like they're going to throw immediately. We're not going to shield. We know this is Weather Ball. And then we're going to throw one or two fast moves, go for this Psycho Boost. Ends up not KOing, but we do get some extra fast move damage. And then now we're going to switch into the Greninja. They reveal that they have the Diggersby right here. So it looks like they are able to catch this Hydro Cannon perfectly. And now we have a decision to make. Are we going to shield here or are we going to let it go? It ends up being the Scorching Sands. And so we're going to try to throw an optimal timing here. Here we go. Nice Slash bait. We do get the shield, and that's fantastic. We aren't able to get to the other Hydro Cannon, so going for 2 Nice Slashes here was actually the play. Now we have 2 shields to use, and this should be GG's because they can get to 3 Scorching Sands before we get to all of these Psycho Boosts. So we're just going to send the Psycho Boost, and then we're going to counter down. So GG's to our opponent right there. That game right there took a lot of patience and took a lot of energy management. Okay, next game here. Let's see if we can turn this set around. Ooh, Charge Bug. Kind of a huge problem for the entire team, if you ask me. We have to tank this move. Basically, we want to try to chip this Charge Bug as low as possible. So we're going to go for a Thunderbolt here because we don't want to debuff our attack just yet. Okay, and then we're going to catch a move. Essentially, we're going to use this Umbreon as another shield. And basically, we're just going to soak up all this damage. I believe they're going to stay in and just go for all these X-Scissors. But let's see if we can get to a foul play. We are able to get to a foul play. This is going to get a shield or get rid of that Charge Bug. And they actually allow us to get to another foul play. So this is huge. This is going to get another shield because they've already invested. They've already revealed that they're invested. So at this point, job well done by the Umbreon. We're going to come in with our Deoxys. We have to shield here because the whole point of what we just did was to get rid of this Charge Bug. Psycho Boost to take out the Charge Bug. We immediately switch out. We are met with the Charizard. This Charizard throws a couple of wing attacks, and then they switch. So we know that we have huge advantage against that Charizard. So unfortunately, we can only throw Nice Slashes at the Superior. So forcing energy out of the Superior. We're going to let this go because we think that we can counter down with this Deoxys. Obvious shield here, and here it goes. Will we be able to counter down? And yes, we are able to counter down. We do have a Thunderbolt, and we are able to sneak in a move before the Charizard could get to their next move right there. So GG's to our opponent right there. We actually came back from a horrible backline. Especially since the Umbreon was basically taken out. So that was job well done. Next game, we're going to be met with the Toxapex. This Toxapex, it is okay. It is doing neutral damage to fast move damage against our Deoxys. We do have the advantage of charge moves. So we're going to shield here. And basically, we're gonna anticipate they switch out, and indeed they do switch out. So we switch out into our Umbreon. This is usually a decent matchup, so we're just gonna try to chip away at this Lickitung. This Lickitung is very tanky though, as you can see, and it's very spammy. We are gonna be able to throw probably at least 2 or 3 more foul plays, and then switch timers will be up, and we'll see what happens. But at this point, this is just pretty standard. We're just gonna be throwing a bunch of foul plays, trying to chip away at this Lickitung. They're trying to do the same thing. They're trying to waste time. And now the switch clocks are available for both of us. We're going to throw this foul play here. Let's see if they decide to switch out at any point. Okay. So we wait for them to throw a move. It looks like they're committed to this situation. And right here, we're watching our health bar really closely. And then we immediately switch out and we snipe the Lickitung and its energy. So that was the one play we had to make to switch out and turn around this matchup. We not only use up a ton of energy on that Lickitung, but we also get 2 shields from this Toxapex right here. So that is that is already job well done by the defense Deoxys. 2 shields and able to snipe some Lickitung energy. We'll take that all day. So looks like we're going to switch into our Greninja. They switch out and reveal that they have a Diggersby, and this is GG's because there's no way Diggersby can beat a Greninja, especially up a shield. All we have to do is just shield right here. Ends up being the Scorching Sands. Nothing happens, and then we're going to throw on optimal timing. Here we go for the Night Slash. Takes it out, and we're just going to race to the next Night Slasher. Probably doesn't KO. Yeah, it doesn't KO, but we do force out energy from this Toxapex, and luckily we do have a move ready. In fact, we have 2 moves ready on our Umbreon, and we go immediately for the foul play for the KO. So GG's to our opponent right there. So check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.